Hello, everyone. Can you hear me right now? Please write in the chat. Yeah, so first thing you do when you have a live stream should be unmute yourself. So, it's been many times for me, but still happens. So forgive me. And now I hope everyone can hear me right. And I want to welcome very warmly to a new Wargaming Forge stream about the new Software Engineering Internship in Vilnius. And let's just wait a couple of minutes for everyone to jump in and we will start. So, as I said, today we will talk about the software engineering internship in Vilnius. I am Natalia, Wargaming Forge team lead, and today I will be your host. So, what will happen today is basically we will tell you more about us, about Wargaming as a company, and Wargaming Forge as an early career program. Then my colleague, engineering manager from platform team, Alexei Sobestyansky, will tell you about their internship. We will also have the alumni of the program, Sergei Vorobyov, who is currently working as software engineering, sharing his experience. And at the end, we will answer your questions that you provided us in the chat. So feel free to be active and write anything that you want to know there. In case we don't manage to answer everything, we will share the answers in Discord. Um, my colleagues will share the link to our Discord, so I really invite you to join it. We also have our mentors there, and you can also ask questions you have anytime in Discord too. So let's start. Let's move on to Wargaming presentation. So, Wargaming is an award-winning online developer and publisher, and we say that we deliver legendary online games globally with passion, which I think is very true. Operating since 1998, we've been in place for quite a while, and we've grown to become one of the leaders in the free-to-play, massively multiplayer online gaming industry. We have more than 3,000 employees in 16 offices around the globe. Here you can see its distribution. We have our headquarters in Nicosia, Cyprus. Yet, actually, in Vilnius, we currently have almost 1,000 colleagues, and it makes it the biggest office, about which we are very happy. Over 200 million players enjoy wargaming titles, and the main are PC games. In PC, we have World of Tanks, World of Warships. We also have a boutique World of Warplanes game. We as well have console titles. And here you again see World of Tanks console, and we have World of Warships Legends. We work on mobile games as well. Here you see mobile game World of Tanks Blitz, World of Warships Blitz, and there are more games. We have like Bowling Crew and other. Plus, we are always working on some new titles, which I cannot yet tell you. Moving on to Wargaming Forge, we are an early career program and we are educating the next generation of game industry professionals. We work in Prague, in Vilnius, Nicosia, Belgrade, and other locations, and we work through educational partnerships with various external institutions, and also we do internal programs, which are paid internships and free training courses. We are seen by our mentors and interns as a leading game developer with a large-scale franchise. We are passionate about gaming. Our interns feel inspired and feel that their impact is noticed by millions of players. We're also a brain hub, enabling our people to grow. And finally, we provide the support by top-notch mentors who help to learn and succeed. Our programs are suited for students, recent graduates, and also ones who want to change their career into another field. We are very proud that we've been contributing to the growth of junior game dev talents within the company from 2017 already. And since when we had more than 46 programs, 180 internal colleagues, experts contributing, more than 500 students trained in courses, around 70 interns trained in internships, with majority successfully continuing in the program afterwards. And we are also very happy that normally they are very highly satisfied with both programs and their mentors. If you want to know about the cycles, so we have all the students starting at the same time together. Training courses are normally online, lasting 2-3 months. They happen in autumn and in spring. Internships can follow courses, but there can be internships without the course previously. Then duration varies from 3 to 6 months, and only internships, as we do for software engineering, happen in summer and also in spring. And we have a very rich portfolio of disciplines. There are ones on art roles such as 3D, 2D, visual effects, UX UI, motion design, technical art, as well as more technical ones like analytics, data science, software engineering, Unreal Engine, maintenance, and other. And we continuously grow our portfolio based on the business needs. Currently, we focus on software engineering, about which we talk today. We have technical art role, but currently only in Serbia. So maybe if you have some friends there, please recommend. And we also have marketing role in Vilnius. It's affiliate marketing role for someone who is both into data and communication marketing. So feel free to check out our landing page or recommend some of acquaintances if you feel like there's something they would be interested to. And we have one more, which is maintenance. And also, I highly recommend to check it out. Applications to it is until March 7th. So, what students get when they join, it's a lot. Of course, the experience, but as well, our internships are paid. We offer competitive salary. It depends on the market, and all interns get the same regardless of their discipline. We're very flexible, like during courses, ones decide when to study the material. And for internships, we make sure you can combine your studies and your work. You don't need to work full time. We also offer various meetups on soft skills topics, on introductions to our games, to the company, so you get the skills needed to succeed and also are aware of what we do internally. And we also do some fun things like celebrate start of the programs, graduations, as well as some pizzas and games in between. And of course, we have our trainers, mentors always ready to help, and we want our students to move our career ladder. So continuing growing in the company is the goal of us too. So again, follow us on our social media. We have everything, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. You also see our mail here for some specific questions. So feel free to check it out. As well as we will share the link to our landing page too, so you can immediately apply. And now I would like to pass a word to engineering manager from platform team, Alexey Sobeshchansky, and he will tell you a bit more about what's in store in our new software engineering internship program.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexey Sobeshchansky, and I am an engineering manager at Wargaming Vilnius. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I started my career at Wargaming as a student in 2011 and have progressed from being a junior developer working on the Wargaming website to an engineering manager of several teams at Wargaming platform. During my career, I was leading many projects where I was responsible for overseeing the entire development process. But what is the most important part is I was responsible for building the teams and mentoring engineers. So additionally, I worked as a solution architect architect, providing. At the moment, I'm an engineering manager at Wargaming's platform team. And of course, I would like to share some information about our department because it's rather specific one. So the goal of the platform team is to decrease development costs, reduce stress of our game developers team during the release of new titles, and provide an enjoyable gaming experience for our players. So we aim to achieve this by creating a common set of scalable data-centric services and tools. And once implemented across Wargaming, developers are able to release new products and major features in weeks instead of months. So, and in addition, publishing teams have access to a more extensive range of account management and monetization options, including player customized and rule-based advanced commerce. So, and platform team enables the global distribution of our games and operation of all Wargaming studios, of all Wargaming titles, and connects us to our 100 million plus audience. What about my programming experience? So Python is my primary programming language, and I have been working with it throughout my career. And I am thrilled to be able to share my knowledge with the next generation of software engineers. So today I'm excited to talk to you about our internship program in software engineering with a focus on Python. Before I dive into the details of our program, I'd like to give you some background information about our previous programs. And next slide. Yeah, thank you. So we have successfully run already 3 courses since 2019, and it's our first course. So we have had 10 graduates join our software engineering team. Many of our graduates still work in our organization and have become senior developers responsible for several projects. Over the last 4 years, we have developed a huge amount of material for training interns, which allows you to quickly master the Python programming language and learn how to use it to develop business features. Well, our program is unique to our mentors. Yeah, they're a team of experienced software engineers with a wealth of knowledge ranging from 2 to 10 plus years of experience in software engineering. They come from various teams within our company and have experience working on different projects. Outside of work, they're real people, so they have diverse hobbies, including photography, hiking, cooking, reading, gaming. So, and the main goal of our mentors are dedicated to ensuring your success and helping you achieve your career goals and provide guidance and support throughout the program. So now let me tell you more about our training program and what you will learn. In this program, you will learn how to develop business features using Python. Of course, debug and optimize your code, set up monitoring, write tests for your code, and collaborate with quality assurance engineers, business analysts, program managers, product managers, and other teams to develop and deliver features to production environments. You will also learn about development processes and pipelines such as code review, planning, groomings, retrospectives, etc., etc. And our motto of our internship program is less academic knowledge, more commercial development experience, more real life problems, and more knowledge about how things really work. So, what are we looking for in our candidates? Basically, we are looking for individuals with a basic knowledge of Linux and a general understanding of several client architecture and network. But the most important thing that we are looking for is people who are eager to learn and grow. Because even if you don't know some basics, we still have, as I mentioned before, a lot of materials that could help you to start your career as a backend software engineer. And we have, as I mentioned before, a great team of mentors. So, but anyway, having a good knowledge of Python or any other programming language, maybe if you have some portfolio of personal or school projects, a GitHub account, maybe you have experience working with database management systems, it's all will help you stand out. So, and if you have all of this experience or knowledge, just mention it in your application forms. So, to be admitted to the internship program, yeah, next slide. Thank you. To be admitted to the internship program, you will need to complete a test task where you will solve some Python tasks, design SQL queries, and develop a bash script. After this, admission will depend on your score for this test task and your motivation, as shown through your answers in the application form and answers during face-to-face interview. As a result of all of this preparation program, we will invite up to 10 people to our internship. During the internship, you will participate in our Python course. So it lasts for 2 months. And in addition, you will have soft skills training courses. You will have immersion in how the business works from the inside, where there will be a lot of trainings with our business analysts who will talk about our business domains, about our players, about our games, how we connect them to the audience, how we help games to monetize the audience, etc. And at the end, you will work on a real wargaming projects. So the duration of the internship is approximately 6 months. You will work as a part of the wargaming platform team and will be communicating with other wargamers to deliver the latest features to the production environment. After the internship, best interns will get a paid job in our organization and will become a part of our highly qualified team. Now let's move away a little from the program itself, because today our guest is Sergey Vorobyov. He's a graduate of one of our programs, and he's now a senior programmer already in our team. And we will take a short interview with him so that he tells from the inside how it all looks. Hi, Sergey.
Hi all, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Sergey, and I've been working at Wargaming for nearly 4 years. Currently, I'm in charge of developing web applications, and today I'm going to talk about how Wargaming Forge basically changed my life. And I just hope to inspire others to follow their dreams.
Okay, thank you, Sergey. So, Sergey, why did you turn to IT?
I didn't like my current job. I wanted to change my life. I wanted to learn something new. Wanted to evolve, and uh, decided to try programming. Also, my close friend had already gone down this path, and I was inspired by his example. And I thought, if he can do it, I can try too. At first, I tried to study programming on my own. I read a lot, took courses on the internet. A bit later, I went to paid front-end courses where everyone was younger than me. And after that, I accidentally discovered Wargaming Forge. So I signed up for programming courses, and I was surprised to realize I wasn't the oldest.
And why were you concerned about your age?
Um, many have said that after 25, it's too late to make a change, especially to an industry like IT. And I was 27. And ironically, from the 16 people in class, I turned out to be one of the youngest. So here's my first tip. If you want to do it, just go and learn, guys. Don't listen to anybody who wants to discourage you from a positive change.
Thank you, Sergey, for inspiration. What were your first impressions of the course, by the way?
Uh, I was impressed, of course. I was working a government job when I started the course. It was an inspiring environment as employees were unhappy with their salaries and work in general. Everybody was sad. We didn't like our job. It was routine. And it was a huge contrast to the mentor-driven vibe here at Wargaming Forge. Mentors were honest and sincere. They liked what they were doing, and I really enjoyed to study here. And of course, the free cookies in the kitchen were also a nice bonus because we like cookies. Yes. And within the course, mentors gave lectures. We solved tasks and discussed code styling and many other things, and it was cool.
By the way, I've heard that Forge graduates of all of our programs often talk about the final project, which is also known to be a sort of final challenge that tests your limits. Was it a tough experience for you?
Yes, it was challenging, but in a good way. At the end of the course, we had to develop an application. It was called Random Coffee, an app that could be used by our colleagues. The idea of the application is simple: to random person meet, drink coffee, and chat. It was a real project with real in a real team and with real deadlines. I know people pay money for this kind of work, but here everything was for free, and it was just a dream for newcomers, I think. And we used to meet in the evenings on weekends at a cafe or at flat with Codaway. I remember even hosting 10 people in my one room apartment. And I didn't have enough chairs for everyone, so people just sat on the floor. We worked a lot, yes, but the process was exciting and eventually it was gratifying.
So, as I understood, it was your first experience working in a team, and does working in a team require effort?
As turned out, yes, working as a team is not easy. Some people spend more time on figuring things out between each other than working on the tasks. I mean, there were small conflicts between students, and that's when I realized the importance of team spirit. If you work on your own and you are not part of the team, it will be inefficient. If somebody's struggling, you have to cover up and help them, and maybe the next time they will help you. And it's a dedicated game of knowing people's strengths and weaknesses and balancing out each other. And of course, Wargaming Forge forces you into becoming a team player, which is a super positive thing.
And do you still keep contact with your classmates?
Sorry, my cat distracts me. Yes, we're still friends with some of them, even those who don't work at Wargaming. And sometimes we get together to talk about life, drink tea, and not just tea, if you know what I mean. And what can I
Coffee.
say? Yes, of course. I gained friends and got the chance to work at one of the coolest companies, I think.
And to wrap things up, so what do your friends and family think about your changes and your success?
Funny thing, now everyone around me says how much they believed in me, including my family and close friends. Also, at the time, they were against my choice because they prefer stable but boring job to something risky but promising. And I don't blame them. I do believe my critics had good intentions. But I'll repeat once more, don't be afraid to change your life and listen to your heart, not other people. It's cool to realize that anyone can requalify. Hard working and atmosphere of support and encouragement will help you to explore a new career path. Read, learn, ask questions, but most important, don't just stand still and evolve, and success will come you naturally. As for newcomers, I'd like to use this opportunity to wish you all good luck, guys.
Okay, thanks you. Thank you, Sergey, for your interview.
Thank you for your question.
Now I think that you inspired a lot of people with your interview and with your story. Thank you very much.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you a lot for sharing. And we got a couple of questions in the chat. So if someone else would like to add it, you're very welcome to do so. So firstly, the question about the programming languages. So if a person knows Java or other, is it okay to apply? Is it enough to know that, or you definitely expect Python to be the one?
No, we don't expect Python because, as I've mentioned already, we have a lot of materials, we have a lot of experience about switchers. We have a lot of developers who knew, for example, before only Java or PHP or other languages, or Ruby, and a lot of other languages. So, but we have a lot of materials that helps us to help our interns, for example, to study Python from scratch, so and master this language. So we only expect some experience in programming, which I think that a lot of people who come to our stream have, so no problems.
Great. Thank you for the answer. Another question is, how do you view remote work? Like, is it possible to do internship online, or is it on site? Maybe it's hybrid. What are your expectations here?
Well, we will have a lot of offline trainings here in our office. So we expecting that at the beginning of internship, you will be able to attend all of these meetings in our office because in addition, you have to see the team to understand how we all work here. So at the beginning, I think it's necessary to have you in the office, but after some time, after maybe 2 months, you can continue your internship online.
Okay, thank you. Another question is, do people applying need to have experience? I assume it's like work experience they have in mind.
No. We don't expect any work experience or any experience in commercial programming. We even expect that there are a lot of people who don't know maybe IT from maybe their universities, but they just, as Sergey Vorobyov, decided to change their life. So it's okay for us if you, for example, your current job even is not connected with IT, but you just want some changes and you, for example, learned some programming languages or some IT technologies just, I don't know, from YouTube or from some trainings, etc. So no, we don't expect that you will have any commercial experience. We will show you everything by ourselves.
Amazing. And I love the new slogan, software engineering and platform changing lives. uh, yeah, I love it. But anyway, moving on to the questions, there was another one about minimal technical requirements. Could you add like maybe a bit about them about that?
Well, we have test tasks for all of our candidates, and they're really quite simple, I guess, for someone who just reads some articles in the internet, because there are some candidates that already made their test task, and one of the candidate even mentioned that she didn't know anything about SQL, but after some reading the open articles that on internet, so she just made this test tasks very good. So they are quite simple. They're just syntaxes or something that you should know, some data structures, maybe some things about object-oriented programming, but that is all.
And how much time you give people for the task usually?
Usually we give you as much time as you need, but in average, everyone just send us the result maybe in 3 days. So 3 days is something that in average we have the result from our candidates. But you can take your time. We have candidates who sent us their test task in 7 days, and it's okay for us because everyone is busy in different ways. So take your time.
Amazing. And final question from my side, because I don't see any more questions. If someone still has it, please let us know. But in the meantime, could you tell me how to impress yourself as you will be hiring? Any advice to stand out in various stages, in the resume, application, interview, in addition to the test task?
Well, what I can add is, as I mentioned, we want to see here interns and candidates who are eager to grow, who are eager to learn something new. So the most interesting part in candidates for us is that they're open-minded, they want to get new knowledges, and I don't know, they trying to try something new, and this is something that inspire us as well to get you on board.
Okay, so as I see, they don't even have to be players necessarily, or would that help?
No, no, it could help you maybe during the time when you, for example, doing some tasks for the game, but no, players is not something that is required for us. For example, when I was a student and applied here in Wargaming for position of junior developer, I haven't played for the games, I don't know, for 10 years, I guess. So it's not a problem. It's not a blow your career here in Wargaming platform.
Great. And actually, we got one more question. I think you mentioned, but just for everyone to clarify, how many employees? Sorry, it's about the employees, not the interns. So, how many employees you plan to take after the internship? Do you have this number, or just as many as it will be successful ones?
Well, we don't have some limitations here or any limitations here. We just have mentors. As I mentioned, there are 9 mentors, and we just want to make it really uh, high intensive and with. So we want to have one mentor per intern, so everyone could just focus on the intern, but it just limitless for interns themselves, but not for the vacancies and for the how many people we want to take on board. And so I think that we will take everyone.
Amazing. Yeah, that's really great to know. So it is, unless you do something very wrong, yeah, you kind of once your internship, the career progression is guaranteed. Amazing. Let me check the chat. I think actually no more questions. So if someone else has, please shoot. Okay, one more appeared. Will we have calls with mentors? So I guess this is a question about the selection, because of course during the internships there's gonna be calls, but in the selection process, is it you or is it someone else who will be interviewing?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the process of how we choosing the candidates is that first of all, you just fill in the application form on our website. This will send test task, I guess, for everyone, just the application form. Maybe for some people who just can't, is not eligible to work in Lithuania, we can reject such applications. But if you're eligible to work here, to live here, so you will get test task. After that, we have face-to-face interview with everyone who send us the result of this task. And during this face-to-face interview, our mentors will take part. Yes, so there will be 2 mentors of this team who will have face-to-face interview with every candidate, trying to understand if there any synergy between us. It won't be any hard technical interview. It will be something about what is your hobbies, what do you like, how do you want, why do you want to wargaming. It will be more about soft skills, about your motivation, and interview you will face with your mentors, yeah, with your future mentors.
Okay. I think that's clear. And one more question we received is, I guess, from someone who is like considering to move into software engineering field, asking your advice. How to start. Maybe some trainings or something that they could look into, or just in general. How would you recommend for someone just thinking about the field?
Well, it's a pity that Sergei Vorobyov left already our because he is really one who knows how to do this. Well, I could just advise you to and now to start reading about some programming language, as I think Python is really quite simple for beginners because it has really lightweight syntaxes and very understandable, very simple syntax. So you could just go to the Python org and read some information about it. And the second thing about it is just to try to join our internship program. Maybe not our, but some internship program of Wargaming, because there are a lot of programs. I think that we start such programs every, I don't know, every 3 months, because there are a lot of such programs where you could join. So just start reading some facts, some get some knowledge about programming language, and then search for such internship programs.
Great, thank you. One more question is about whether you will be accepting older people, or is it only for students and graduates? Is there an age limit. And yeah, I think like I can already jump to the answer that no, I don't think there is, but please add, Alexei.
Yeah, our team is very diverse, and there are no any limitations. We just want to see people who want to start programming and make some value for game industry. And so so age is not something that we consider for during reviewing application forms. So you could start at any age and send the application form.
Amazing. Thank you for adding this. And yeah, I actually don't see any more questions. So if something is bothering you and you didn't got the answer, please write us in the Discord. You have the link in the chat we have on the stream. Alexei will also be there. Maybe we will include Sergey too, so he can also share his stories and maybe advice on how to start the career. So please, let's continue conversation in that channel. And also don't forget our applications are until March 7th, 12 p.m. So this is the last, kind of time for you to submit, and we will be waiting your application, and hopefully together we will kick off your career in game development. Thank you everyone for
In
joining
platform
us.
development. Join our
Platform
team.
game, yes. Changing lives. Great. So thank you everyone and goodbye then.
Goodbye.